I know I wasn't here yesterday. I've had to go to training with the post office, and I'll be doing that all week. I'm currently driving, so I may not be able to read your comments, but we're here. I just went through Dunkin' Donuts drive-through, got some donuts for the group in our little class, and of course got myself a large black coffee that's boiling hot, and I will not be able to consume right away for fear of burning my lips off of this really hot coffee. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I apologize for not being online yesterday, but I'm sure you guys all survived, so no worries there. I don't have a poll for you guys. Let's see here. Commute to work. Short. Let's see. And no, I don't want to do that. There we go. Now we got a poll. It's amazing how YouTube works sometimes. You miss one day and you like lose everybody. I am a couple minutes earlier than I normally would be, but it's all good, I guess. Having to drive through my old stomping grounds here to get to the facility where we're having our training, but it's all good. Traffic isn't too bad yet. I think I'll be a hit. Like I said, I bought 2 dozen donuts, 1 dozen glazed and 1 dozen assorted. I like the glazed donuts myself personally, but you know, other people like chocolate and cream filled and all this other crazy stuff they do with donuts. I wouldn't say it's crazy, but you know, to me it's kind of crazy. Let's see here while I got this going. We can pull in the map here real quick so I don't get lost. I think I know the way. Of course, as soon as I start moving, the GPS on the car says, you can't do anything while you're driving. But it's stop and go traffic. We'll get this here in a second. How's everybody else doing this morning? On the Tuesday, is it snowing where you are here in the United States? No snow here, it's 29 degrees, and I'm bundled up in my big poofy jacket. Got a sweater on underneath this. I'm a wimp when it comes to the cold. I can't imagine living up north where they're having quite a couple of feet of snow. Nah, they're shoveling driveways and stuff. Never had to shovel driveways. Lived in the South my whole life, so I'm fortunate for that. But yeah, the snow in the winter, they forecasted everybody in the South to get, you know, snow, but it never happened. No ice. I think it might have had a little flurry or two, but that's about it. I'll be able to read your comments here in a second when I get to another red light. A lot of traffic. I really can't look at the screen too much. Safety first, right? Hello to everyone that's just joining. I'm on my way to training. My job has put me on a training class this whole week. I gotta learn how to sell stamps again. That's an overgeneralization of what's going on, but you know, it's the post office, government agency. What are you gonna do? They're always wanting to teach us more, you know, make us better postal employees. I hope everybody had a happy New Year as well. Celebrated and got your New Year's resolutions. How many people are still, well, how many people have done New Year's resolutions, and how many people are living up to them? That would be the question. Come on, let me get the other letter in there. That's where I want to go. Go. Woohoo! Anywho, I got it plugged in. I got it plugged into the GPS in the car. I got the big display in my Subaru, and plug in the destination there, so I'm able to get where I'm going. I want a donut, but I can't get one out of the box. I'll just have to wait, won't I? We got some people from India, as always. I seem to, because it's the time of day, it's evening time there for them. Thanks for joining me on this little excursion to work. Normally I'd be sitting here looking at the camera, sipping coffee, and chatting with you guys more directly than just rambling while I'm driving. But we're coming up to a red light. I'll be able to look at your comments here in a second. And I'll be here for a minute because I'm taking a left turn. So this red light will take a minute. There we go. Ben's here. Hey Ben, how's it going? Justice is here. Good morning, Justice. I'm in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Well, that light changed fast. I'm actually going into Atlanta this morning for my training. It starts at 8 o'clock. I've got 40 minutes, and I should be there in about 15 minutes, from which I can sit and talk to you guys a little bit more. So yesterday, Sunday night, Rachel and I, well, mostly Rachel, caught a stray cat that was hanging around the house, part of our animal rescue stuff. And we've been feeding this cat for a while, and she thought it was a female cat. Turned out it wasn't. But we trapped the cat nonetheless, and we took it to the vet to get it fixed. And then the vet's like, well, for one, it's a male cat. Two, else. But this cat was so skittish. And when she looked it up, the chip wasn't registered or something like that. So it's kind of bizarre that somebody went through all this effort to get the cat fixed and chipped, but didn't register it. I don't know. She's going to try to dig a little deeper, see if she can find out more about the chip on the cat and get it to its rightful owner. Because the way the cat acted, you would think he was a complete stray, just wandering around looking for food. I mean, he looked healthy, but he would growl and grumble, and he wouldn't fight, but I don't know. He acted like a kind of a almost feral cat. And to find out he'd already been fixed and stuff, but he's a lot older too, according to the vet. So I don't know how old he is or how long ago they got him fixed, but yeah, and they gave him his shots. He got his routine shots, his rabies shots, and all that kind of stuff. Said everything else on him was pretty healthy. So other than that, he should be fine, you know. Jeremy needs to be kicked. Why does Jeremy have to be kicked? We'll put Jeremy in timeout. Hold on just a second. There we go. Jeremy is now in timeout for 10 minutes. Thank you guys for the heads up. We want to get along on these chats. It's friendly atmosphere. You know, we give everybody a chance, but we try to be respectful and nice to each other. We can have open discussions. We can have civil discussions in the chat and with me. I don't pull a hard line on politics or religion, so just keep that stuff in mind if you're joining this stream. Now, you know, we just need to get along. We all just need to get along on here and work together, you know. So Jeremy's muted right now. He may or may not leave. He may come back in 10 minutes. We'll give him another chance to, you know, try to act like an adult in some way, right? But anyway, we brought the cat back home. He was groggy from the anesthesia. They did put him under anesthesia before they checked to see, before he was supposed to be fixed because, like I said, he was kind of feral, a little bit wild, and they didn't know. We just assumed it was a female cat, but it wasn't, and so he still went under sedation. And but Rachel's going to let him loose this morning before she goes to work. And we have little cat beds around the house so that they can have places to sleep and stay warm. And we put little heating pads in them. We got a couple of them scattered around the yard. And and there's some food out there for him as well. If he wants to hang around, he can. He'll be an outdoor cat. But all the same, and she named the cat Rory. I have not had any say in the naming of cats except for the first two. So, I don't know. There's a lot of cats that have come and gone that we've had fixed and released back out. And she's been the one to name them all. So, which is fine. I'm not good at naming stuff. I'd probably come up with something stupid, something ridiculous, childish. I don't know. I don't know what I would have called him. He does have a really cool coat pattern. It's black and brown, looks like a cinnamon roll almost. The way it swirls around on his fur, it's kind of wild looking. I should have gotten a picture of him. I'm sure Rachel's gotten pictures of him she could share with me and then I could share with you guys. But you know, hopefully he'll do fine. Maybe he'll hang around and just be an outdoor cat, you know, for the neighborhood, and won't have to, you know, search for food as much because we'll leave food out for him. But that also encourages some of the neighbor cats to come over and eat as well. Can't really feed the whole neighborhood. And it was kind of wild. This cat would always show up around 6 p.m. every night like clockwork. You could have sworn that cat had a watch on his wrist. He would show up around 6 p.m. every day and just sit on the front porch, wait for us to bring food out to him. It's wild how he was able to, you know, tell time basically. And then he would just show up within like 15 minutes of 6 o'clock, either 15 minutes, like a 30-minute window. He would show up every night and was that way for a good week, a little over a week before she, again, it's Rachel's doing, not mine, she coaxed him into a pet carrier with some catnip. And she's creative in doing that kind of stuff. So she lured him to it was just a crate, not one of those like little snap traps, full-size crate, so he'd have room to move inside it. And then took him to the vet. So, but that's all her doing. I'm just part of the support team. It was part of $2.57 for gas. That's pretty cheap. I'll get gas like on the way home or something like that. I may do. I brought my own lunch today. They were giving us 30-minute lunches, so I brought my own lunch today, and I will probably live stream during my lunch for a little bit and say hi to everybody, because I won't be doing anything else during lunch, eating a peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter and honey, crunchy peanut butter, and local on wheat bread. Does that make it healthy if you put it on wheat bread? And the honey's supposed to be healthy, right? Is that a healthy sandwich? Peanut butter and honey on wheat bread. That to me makes that healthy. I'm doing the right thing. Oh, look at this traffic. This is crazy, y'all. Boop. It's just good old Atlanta traffic. Now I'm sure Ben in India is like laughing at this traffic, thinking, man, you guys really get along just fine. There's a post office vehicle being towed back for repair. So yeah, that's a good old traffic going on. We're moving along, going about 40 miles an hour. Excuse me. Or about 6 kilometers per hour if you're not in the United States. You got construction going on. The place is booming. I was in this town at a post office close to here And yeah, they're putting up stuff fast around here, building buildings and neighborhoods, and they're doing it quick, doing it real quick. So that's it. But I'm no longer in this area. I'm more way out of the city, in a smaller town, which is a lot more peaceful and absolutely no traffic. So yeah. Hey, Fun Flicks. I'm headed to training. Like I said before, my job has sent me into Atlanta for training this week. So normally I would be just kind of chilling and talking to you guys, but I'm driving. I did not do one yesterday. I kind of felt bad not doing one yesterday. You know, doing a morning Coffee with Malcolm show. You love your cat too much and you used to have a dog? I have a dog as well. Fed her this morning. She stays outside, but she's got a nice cozy dog house with a huge, like, 4-foot heating pad. And she's used to being outdoors, so it doesn't bother. She's not fazed by the cold or the rain or anything. And so she was nice and toasty this morning when I came out to feed her. She came out wagging her tail, you know, just happy. She's an older dog, so she wasn't jumping or anything. But yeah, she was chill. Fed her, didn't see this, you know, everything. And the mornings are so nice out where I live because you could see the stars really well, and the sky is so clear. There's not a lot of lights. Like if you were in the city, you wouldn't be able to see the stars as much. But I'm far enough out of the city, so in the morning when I go feed the dog outside, I get a beautiful view of the night sky. And it's just, the stars are, I think the stars are brighter in the morning than they are late at night. Like 11 or 12 o'clock at night, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning, to me they seem brighter. And it may just be an illusion. It is illusion. It's not like they got any closer or anything. But the skies are pretty clear, no clouds at all. It's just really, they just seemed really bright this morning. All these neighborhoods. Somebody still got their Christmas lights up. How many people leave their Christmas lights on their house year round and just say screw it, I'm leaving them there for next year, I'm not taking them down, putting them back up? When I used to do Christmas lights and things like that, I took them down. I didn't leave them up. Did not. Now, when I worked at the Ritz-Carlton years ago, back in like 2005, 2006, they would decorate the entire hotel, and it was called the Lodge, so it was kind of out in the woods a little bit, and a lot of trees and stuff in the front. They bought, I don't know, millions of Christmas lights, whatever, and they would string these lights through every branch of every tree and bush in front of the building and the building itself. It was wild looking. It just so many Christmas lights. It looked really nice, and they were all just white. They weren't like yellow, blue, and green and stuff like that. Oh, excuse me. I can't drink my coffee yet. Like I said, it's boiling hot. But after the holidays and stuff, before the holidays, they'd have a crew of people going out there and putting all these lights up. It would take them a couple of weeks to get it all up. But to take it all down, they would not roll them up and put them away. These are regular Christmas lights. They weren't LEDs. So sometimes the bulbs would go out, things like that. They would cut them out of the trees and throw them all away. Wesley! Every year, they would cut those Christmas lights out of all the trees and bushes, throw them all away, and buy all brand new the next year. Every year. It wasn't financially feasible to sit there and try to roll up all these Christmas lights and take them out of the trees and all the branches and everything. They would just go in there with snips and just cut them all out and throw them all away. It was faster and more cost efficient to do it that way. So much for recycling, right? Screw it, it's going to the landfill. I mean, because For a couple of years, they would have a couple of people that worked at the hotel sit out back on these tables and meticulously go through the lights from the previous year and change out bulbs, and they would be out there for weeks doing that stuff. There were so many lights, and they're like, screw this, we're not doing this. We're not paying employees to sit there and tinker with Christmas lights. It's far cheaper just to buy brand new ones and put those up. And that's what they started doing. Not environmentally conscious, but definitely budget conscious. It was cheaper than the other way around. So that's what, I don't know if they still do that or not. I haven't worked there since 2010, so I'm not sure how they do it. I never went back to visit or anything like that. Never really wanted to. Yeah, the Ritz-Carlton's a nice hotel and stuff, but it's if you've worked in a place like that for years, going to one is not special, because then you know the guts of the operation and how everything's supposed to be, and then you're kind of nitpicking stuff. Or I would anyway. I did stay at the Ritz one time for like an anniversary or something years ago, and they ingrain so much stuff into you when you start working there and hire you. It's kind of wild, all the stuff they do. But staying there, I was like, well, this is wrong, that should be here, that should be there. They didn't do this, they're supposed to do that. And yeah, so it just wasn't as special, you know. It's like if you worked at a restaurant and then you go with your family or partner to go eat at that same restaurant another night you're not working. It's just aggravating more than fun. I couldn't imagine like people who work at Six Flags or Disney Park, like family's like, oh, take us to Disney, let's go. And it's like, I'm there every damn day. I don't want to see the same rides. I'm tired of running into Mickey Mouse. I don't want to go again. It's not fun. Oh man, I do that with a post office. If I'm traveling and I stop at a post office to mail something back to myself or someone else, I'm instantly surveying the office and looking for discrepancies. It's like natural to me. It's like I have to. And then I compare it to my office. Going, well, we don't do this in my office. This should be there. They shouldn't be doing this. They should be doing that. So yeah, kind of avoid that. I'm at a red light. So how's Wesley doing today? I know you guys are just watching me because I can't really talk unless I'm at a stop sign or stoplight. So here I am. 37 for the high today. I don't know what the high is supposed to be, but it's 29 right now. And I got my big poofy jacket on and a sweater on. I mean, I'll be in the classroom. I wasn't cold yesterday in the classroom, but it's a really thin sweater, super thin. There's nothing to it. I mean, you can see my thumb through it. It's that thin, you know. But it keeps me toasty, you know. Now let's see if we can run this light. Yep. No, it's green for me. Got green arrows. I didn't break the law. I'm not hands-free right now, so I'm kind of breaking the law that way. But I'm not on the clock, so I can do that, right? That makes it okay if I'm not on the clock. Now this tow truck with the post office vehicle is probably going to the exact same location I'm going to. But he's going slower. Those old vehicles breaking down all the time. You know what I love to see? This. They're all over the place. It says, please be patient, student driver. And then when you look at it, it's like a middle-aged person or an old person driving it. And they don't want you to be mad at them because they don't know how to drive. So they put that please be patient student driver sticker on their car. And I've played with the idea of having the same sticker made. It looks exactly the same, but change one word. And it says, please be patient, stupid driver. And then like go around and replace people with their magnets. So go around and just replace people with magnets with the student driver, make them stupid drivers. And see if anybody noticed. Like, you're not a student driver. There's no way you're 40 years old in a car by yourself in Atlanta driving around as a student driver. Get the hell out of here. It's the dumbest thing. They drive too slow or too cautious. People honking the horns at them so they think they can get some kind of leeway and forgiveness if they're a student driver. I don't know. Stupid driver is better for me to think. I have a lot of anger and rage when I drive. I'm being nice right now. I know, everybody has their own driving style, and mine's get out of the way, or at least try to go the speed limit. Those are probably the two main things, the support the police stickers. Yeah, you could do those too. Or get the NWA, F the police. Put that on their car. Who really puts bumper stickers on their car anymore, on their bumper? 21 in Ontario, Canada. Oh. I thought it'd be a lot colder in Canada than that. It's 29 here, and I'm in the south, and it's 29 there. 21 there. Strange. I thought it'd be like 10 or 5 degrees in Canada compared to this. Now people are passing me, telling me to get out of the way because I'm stuck behind this truck. I don't know how it is where you guys live, but Atlanta traffic is pretty cutthroat. If you don't drive like a maniac, you're going to get run over like a maniac by a maniac. People run red lights, they're zipping in and out. Nobody rides together. Nobody carpools. Not that I should be carpooling. I didn't have a carpool with. But if you're going down the interstate or even these side roads, it doesn't look like a lot of traffic, but people can't plan ahead for their turn, and they'll just cut right in front of you and zip over and cross lanes and make right-hand turns and left-hand turns. But this is I'm not in the main part of the city, so traffic isn't that bad for me right now. We are, 2 minutes out, according to JPS. JPS says we're going to be 2 minutes away. And then we'll be able to chat for a few minutes before I have to go in and take my seat. But I'll be the class favorite of bringing donuts, right? Woohoo! And I brought enough for everybody. There's only 14 of us, and I bought 2 dozen donuts. So that should be plenty, right? My last turn is coming up. I couldn't imagine living in these houses in the city like this. I do not like huge crowds. Yeah, I'm behind these post office trucks and semi-trucks and everything else. There's a little Mexican restaurant at this gas station. Right on the side of the gas station is a little Mexican restaurant right here. And it's like 2 minutes from where I'm going. I brought my lunch today, but maybe tomorrow I can stop there for lunch or something like that. I was here a couple of years ago, and I ate there, and it was really nice. People there were nice. The food was pretty good. It was just right down the street. Everybody else went and found a fast food restaurant, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Burger King, or whatever else. Oh, somebody's riding one of those rental scooters. Just out there in the cold. Tex-Mex. Yeah, I like some good chips and salsa and things like that. Now we got to find a parking space. This place is huge. They're getting ready to convert this entire facility and building and have and bring all the carriers from small offices into one location. They're going to have like 300 routes out of this one building where everybody will have to show up to sort their mail, load their vehicles, and then go to the town or part of the city that they're delivering mail to. Um, yeah, that's how they're restructuring all this stuff. I call them a hub, but sure, there's a better technical term for it. But yeah, they're going to bring all these carriers and all their stuff, make them come out of this one location. And we're here. We're in a parking space. Ta-da! Get my steering wheel just right. If I can set my phone up like this. Bacon, biscuits, and gravy, huh? Oh, man. I made it. I didn't kill anybody, and I didn't hurt myself. Let's see if this coffee's drinkable right now. Dunkin'. They let us out a little bit early yesterday. We're kind of, cruising through. The book they gave us is like 2 inches thick that we have to consume in 1 week of knowledge. A lot of this we already know. So, yeah. You had a bad flu last week, Wesley? I'm sorry about that, man. I hope you're doing okay now. It's unfortunate you were not feeling well. But something's been going around here, too. Rachel was sick last week. I don't know. I'm a little more resilient as far as that goes. I laugh because she's super sanitary. I don't laugh, but I think that like she's always washing her hands and all this other stuff, and then she gets sick, and I'm like that George Carlin bit. I expose my immune system to germs and make it stronger, so I can fight off colds and flus a lot better. Everything combined. This coffee's kind of weak. Tastes a little watered down. Thanks a lot, Duncan. Well, I don't interact with a lot of people up close, so I don't know. Just built different, I guess. I'll get the flu and cold every once in a while, but it doesn't take me down, and it only lasts a day or two, and then I'm fine. So I need that. I'll take that in. I got the phone that I'm on right now. I have a post office phone that I have to bring in with me. There's my post office phone. It's got this, they give you a whole phone, do everything you want it to do, but all you ever use it for is business emails, and that's it. So it's my email phone for work. They're paying for it, so whatever. So would you guys like for me to do some more streams during lunch and evening time? Or is the morning live streams working for you guys pretty good? Let's look at our poll. Commute to work. 45% have a long commute. 18 have a short commute. And 36 people so far work from home. I don't think I could work from home. I tried it back when I got laid off from the Ritz-Carlton in 2010 because of that whole financial thing going on. I got a job working from home. And that was before people even thought about working from home, really, at all. It was a friend of a friend, family type business thing. It was a trucking company. And all I really had to do was be on the computer and book jobs for the truck drivers. And I would just book things, call them up, email them, send them the stuff, and I did everything from home. Did that for about 2 years. And that's right, kiss my glass. 350,000 miles, that's awesome, dude. But working from home was harder than actually showing up for work, because I had distractions. I was married at the time. She didn't work. She stayed at home. Yet she kept bothering me to go out and do things. Hey, I need you to go to this. Hey, I'm working. I'm actually working, but I'm at home. I gotta work. Pay these bills. It was aggravating. And then, if the kids weren't in school, I had to section off one of the rooms, put the computer in, and set up my little office, if you will. But they'd come knocking on the door, banging on the door and stuff, and I'm like, please, I'm on the phone, or this. They just couldn't get it. It was more headache than it was worth. But I could probably work from home now if I had the opportunity. Yeah. Do something kind for someone today. That's absolutely right, Flower. I normally end my live streams saying compliment a stranger. And I've done that myself plenty of times. If you like their jacket, or you think their hair looks really nice, you don't have to engage in a big conversation. Just, like, hey, I like your hair. And they'll say, thanks. And then you just kind of walk about and do your business, And it kind of makes them, they don't think you're a weirdo or a creep going, I like your hair. Where'd you get it done? How long is it? Is this or that? Start asking 20 questions. Nobody wants that. But, yeah, compliment a stranger. That's one of the things I say in my live streams. At the end of the live stream, anyway. Make somebody's day. It comes back, yeah. This one girl had this cool tattoo down her arm with these leaves, and it wasn't like a full sleeve, but it looked kind of neat. I said, hey, I like your tattoo. She was like, thanks. And then that was it. I don't want to seem like a creep or a weirdo. Hey, I like your tattoo. Can I smell it? There's something bizarre like that. Then they're like, oh, get away from me, creep. I try to be extra nice on drive-thrus because I've worked fast food before. And I'm not like over the top nice, but, I'll say, can I get this and this, please? Thank you. And no, that'll be all. Thank you. And then I go through the drive-thru, and you'll see, I had the experience when I do that, regardless of the restaurant, they're happy to, they smile and like, here you go. And they're telling you to have a good day, and your attitude can kind of spread off, spread to other people as well, and give them a good day to be nice to other people as well. It's a trickle down. It's a karma thing. Yeah, this Dunkin' coffee is watered down. Jeez. I bet instant coffee tastes more stronger than this stuff. Oh, you carried a lady that collapsed at a store the other day. She was little and old, and she smiled at me all the way, made my day. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. I was at the laundromat Sunday evening with these animal pads and stuff. That's why I was there, because I can't do it on our home washer. So I'm sitting there for a couple hours, minding my own business, doing the laundry. And this older lady, she's putting quarters in the dryer, and she dropped a couple. She was struggling to pick them up. I just went there and picked them up, gave them to her, and walked back and sat down. But didn't make anything of it. She said thank you, and I said you're welcome, and that was it. Just little gestures like that, jumping up to help somebody. Somebody held the door open for me when I was leaving. And people see that. People see that around you, and recognize that. Well, I have to go. It's time. I gotta be in there in like 5 minutes. It's a 2-minute walk, but I don't want to be late. So, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Check out some other videos. Like, subscribe, share. Have a great day. Compliment a stranger. And I will look for you either maybe at lunch today or tomorrow morning. All right, guys? Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a good one. Bye. Where's the button? There it is.